to run. So,
Okay.
so here is everything. So, and now it will run. Okay. So
Oh,
you
okay.
see what I meant by how why you need to control your world volume. You
Yes.
see this big box?
That's
This
the
box,
world.
it is very big, and maybe
Yes.
you don't want this big world volume. Okay, it will may cost you um, a lot of computational resources. Computational resources mean by computational resources I mean it will take you much longer to finish your simulations because you don't want to simulate anything getting out of your phantom maybe. And if you let Monte Carlo control it or Topaz control it, it may cost you, it may take way longer than what you are expecting. Or uh, so it's good to control yourself the world volume. We will do it. And this is our box that is defined. Uh, see, it has a half length in x direction is
Yeah.
2.5 meters, and in y direction is 2 meter, and z direction it's 1 meter. So it's kind of cuboidal, and this is what is visible, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and it is right now placed at the center of the world volume. So
Yes.
let's try to translate it in xy direction. Okay,
Okay.
so now we do a translation in x direction by 1 meter. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll see. You see, uh, can because yeah, you see now it's not at the center.
Yes, it has shifted.
Yes, exactly. So you take this coordinate system as reference. So
Yes.
initially it was at the center of this box, but now it is translated in x direction along
Yeah.
this. And similarly, you can add for y and z, and let's try for both of them. Let's make 1 and 1. You see, it is
Yeah.
translated in all directions.
Exactly.
So this is the way maybe you want to translate your geometry to some direction in X or Y or Z direction. So you can do it using these parameters. And like you see, uh, this length parameters are only um, related or attached with the box. Okay.
Yes, the box inside. Yeah.
Yes, if you have a sphere, it will have a minimum radius and maximum radius. Minimum radius and maximum radius because um, maybe you want to define a shell, not a complete sphere, and it also defines you, provides you with the theta and phi. Means these are the three spherical coordinates that you may want to control to define either you want to define a complete sphere or you want to define hemisphere or a small part of sphere. So you can control that thing through those parameters settings. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll check it, but today we are just aim is to understand how you can play with the examples, or you can define your own geometry. So first is this box is the simplest. It's there is nothing more simpler than this.
Yeah.
Now let's try to rotate it. Okay.
Okay.
So let's make 45-degree along x-axis, and we remove our translation for now so that the box comes at the center. Oh, wait. And yeah. You see?
Yes.
So it is you it takes x-axis at the as a central axis, and along the x-axis it is translated rotated.
Rotated
Yes, exactly,
45 degrees.
by 45 degree. And similarly we can try with the y. Let's make it more complicated. We make a rotation along y-axis as well. So let's make it 45. And see,
Yes.
so initially it was rotated along x-axis and then it is rotated along y-axis.
Yes.
Okay. Now one thing, like I mentioned, here there are like only two things defined, three things defined. One is, yeah, our box. Another is our graphical user interface parameter, and the third thing is the
The
physics
physics.
list. Yes. So with the about the physics list we'll be discussing in the future sections, but like you see here, these box doesn't have like beautiful colors.
Yes, we can
They
define
have the
them.
same colors, so you can actually control it, and
Yes.
you can make them of whatever color you want, like I have done for our seed and this mesh. So you can set, we will check it, or I will share it how to do it in the next, like in a few minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we have checked the rotation and translation and how you can define a basic box in Topaz. Okay.
Yes.
And this is you can keep it as it is, and for until you get to like get an idea. For me it works like when I put my graphical user interface, I check it and maybe I feel like no, this one should have a separate color, and I want to put this in my publication. So I define it a separate color and set it according to that. And like basic simulation, basic setup initially looks like this, but later I define my own colors, and this is how I come up with this kind of geometry. Okay,
Yeah.
we are done with this. Let's check the second one that we have planned. So,
I'm sure I'll also be practicing this.
okay. So, yeah, you can. Have you already tried it, or you want to? Uh,
So I opened the text file and
okay.
copied and pasted in the terminal, but how to run it was the issue.
Okay. Okay. No problem. But now you know how to run it, right?
There's a screen you always show. I don't know how to get that screen.
Wait. I need to
Where you
allow
went
you.
to do the bin.
Just a second.
Okay.
I will stop sharing. Yeah. Now you can share your screen.
Okay. Okay.
You
Can
can share.
you pause the recording? I'm using the browser. Let me use the app
Uh,
rather.
okay. There is no